What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Tarot Magic, Intuitive Guidance. I'm like ready to fly away here. And happy Sunday. I don't know if you're going to be seeing this on Sunday, probably not till Monday, depending on when it uploads, but we're almost out of Mercury retrograde. Thank goodness, right? As soon as I start this, my voice... Now, I don't know about you, but it feels like time has slowed down. Like every day is so long. I don't know if it's something that's going on with CERN or Mercury retrograde, or there's just some weird stuff happening here. And I have been doing a lot of research for a particular video that I'm going to do for my other channel. And the more information I come across, the more confused I get. It's basically just about the nature of reality, our creation. It deals with a lot of Gnosticism, and if you don't know what Gnosticism is, I'll just give you a real quick recap. Gnosticism was like a sect, Jewish and Christian believed in this, and gnosis just means knowing, so it's like this inner knowing. So when Jesus was saying the kingdom of God is within you, knowing that you have the spark of the divine inside of you. And basically, if you read the Apocrypha text, which I'm going through right now, and I'm trying to figure out how this all relates to aliens and all this stuff, because there's Gnosticism, and then there's this Anunnaki thing, so I'm trying to merge them all together. But basically, Gnosticism is, so God, the source, the Most High God, is not really a person. So when they say Elohim in the Bible, that's gods, creator gods. They have the power to create. So basically what happened is one of the goddesses from the Pleroma, which is, the source of God, created a being without her divine counterpart. And it was called the Demiurge. And it was like a head of a lion, body of a snake. And she was very ashamed. So she hid it in a cloud. And so this god thought it was God because there was nothing else around. And this is how he was like, I am a jealous God. There is no other gods before me. So that could be the God of the created physical world, but it's not the Most High God, right? And then the theory goes is that Sophia, who created the Demiurge, actually saw that they created man. Let us create man in our own image. Our own image means it was God's, not just one God. Excuse me. Apparently she breathed into man the spark of the divine. So the theory goes is that, these fractal creator gods got jealous that we had this divine source within us. We were very intelligent and almost more powerful than them. So they wiped our memory, put us in this prison planet, and deactivated some of our DNA so that we couldn't have all these powerful abilities, and kept us in this reincarnation loop. And they're feeding off of our life force energy, fear, despair, all that stuff, which they call loosh. So reality may not be... I also do think that the world, the universe is... Yes, it's very vast, but I feel like it's more in dimensions, okay? Some are saying there's 12 dimensions, some are saying there's more. But I also do think that the dimensions all coexist in the same area. So we're in the third dimension, so the fourth dimension wouldn't be up here. It would be in the same space kind of thing. But us as 3D beings can't perceive it because we're not vibrating at a 4D level, if that makes sense. I also purchased this huge stack of books called The Law of One, and it was basically channeled information from a six density collective consciousness. So those are going to be videos from my other channel once I figure out what's going on. So the more I go down this rabbit hole, I mean, I watched this one the other day. I'll actually link it below for you. And it was like a very wise psychic she knows her past lives. She was basically saying starseeds know who they are, so they remember their past lives. And I talk about that in my memoir, remembering some past lives. But she was like, yeah, Jesus and Lucifer are the same being. And I think they might be, because if you look at the book of Revelation, the very, very last chapter, in the last verse, he says, I am the morning star. Okay. And Lucifer might not be a bad guy, okay? Demons, I don't think there's a real creature named the devil. Satan is... The Hebrew word is Hasatan, which is the accuser. So the accuser could be an angelic being, a holy one that serves God, that comes down to, test us. Okay? So I don't think there's Satan in the traditional sense. And the devil, I don't think there's really a devil either, but there are demons. They're demonic entities. And that's a whole nother... I'm going to have to do a video on each little thing, because... First, I got to figure it out in my head, right? Yeah. Anyway, I'm not complaining about the days being longer, because I'm getting a lot done. So, yeah. All right, Spirit. What is the overall energy? It's just going to be a general message. See what Spirit wants us to know. This is the elemental empath. Rest. Okay. Number 9. Maybe you need to get some rest. Slow down. Like time is slowed down. So I just said that. Connect to nature. Calm your system. Okay, so this one, she's like hugging a tree, so maybe you need to get out in nature. For some reason, every time I walk the dog or I'm out in nature, I don't hug a tree, although I've been known to. But I do touch a tree. Trees have so much wisdom, and... could be supernatural as well. Bottom of the deck is divine timing. Okay, so trust the universe, follow the path, patience, signs. Oh, look at that. This is a beautiful picture. She's like... So I feel like you have been... Is there a number? Yeah. Oh, 11 and 9. Oh, let's read 911 in our angel number book. Which is usually like emergency, but I don't know. I think we should just read it. I'm feeling the urge. I think I've read this one before, but okay. Lightworker. You're being called upon. Your guides call upon you to use your spiritual development to inspire others. Seeing this number is a message that you possess the gifts of spirit to remind people that their higher power rests inside them. Didn't I just say that at the beginning? The kingdom of God is within you. The time is now to make changes in your life work so as to carry out this divine calling. Okay, so you could be a light worker, which I think is the same as a starseed. Which is, I don't think it's, well, we'll get into that later. But you've been being patient, okay, divine timing is at play, but you're being asked to rest, because I feel like once divine timing kicks in for whatever it is, you're going to be, and then we've got awareness also, you're going to be busy. Busy bee. Let's get some of these. A busy bee. So, take some time to rest. It is Sunday. I was just thinking today, though, how back in the day, my Sundays would be Sunday fun day. I'd be like, go to the beach or brunch with day drinking, which always makes Mondays like terrible. But now my Sundays are like more like self-care day and like get stuff done around the house so that my work week can be so much more productive. So, as you get older, you get wiser. Well, sometimes. I'm still very immature about certain things. Okay. Self-expression. Right. Okay. Inspector Gadget. Alright. This works better than my glasses, even. You carry within you a message, an idea, or a creation that is not just for you, but for the world. Express yourself boldly and authentically, knowing that your gifts are meant to be shared. Oh, there's like a violin. I was watching this, there's this chick, I don't know if she's on Instagram maybe, and she talks about evolved, starseed, and she was like, if you're alone right now, which I am, she's like, make this your make bitch money era. She goes, because if you're not making money, you're not sharing your gifts. So she said, a new perspective on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so maybe you need to, what number is this? 1. Okay, so that 1 could have to do with your first house, which is your identity. So maybe you need to express yourself. Maybe you need to, start a YouTube channel, write a book. It's going to bring recognition. Maybe you need to write a song, or maybe you just need to express yourself to someone in particular. Something you've been holding in and you need to get it out. But this is talking about something that is meant to be shared with the world. So you have an idea and you need to share your gifts. A great vision. All right, you have been blessed with a great vision. You've got this idea. It involves you opening up, expressing yourself, holding tightly to the vision you have for the future. It's a glimpse of what your soul is calling you to create. Trust in its importance, nurture it with belief, and take inspired steps to bring it into life. Okay, so this is for someone, maybe you are looking for your vision, or maybe you've been already given your vision. I know I have been given my vision. And it's a great vision. And look, miraculous look. You're about to get into your lucky era. I feel like once you start expressing yourself and it's working towards your vision, you're going to have some luck. Fate smiles upon you, aligning the stars to open a path of unexpected fortune. This moment is a gift, a reminder that even in the darkest times, the universe can send sudden blessings. So this kind of reminds me of those who don't believe in miracles or don't believe in magic will never find it. Or if you don't believe in miracles, then a miracle won't happen to you. You have to believe first, right? Oh, and I also watched this other video. I on the weekends, I go down the rabbit hole. I'm watching about aliens, Gnosticism, religion, manifestation. And so there was this one video that was saying, like, so when we're trying to, and I've talked about this before, the polarity, like hot and cold are just the same thing on different ends of the spectrum. So let's say if you're trying to manifest abundance, but you're over here in lack, it's the same thing. You just have to tune your frequency and take steps to go more towards that. So instead of looking at it as it's like this impossible thing that's outside of you that you'll never get, you're already on the spectrum somewhere. Not that you're autistic, but you see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Accountability. Okay. I feel like you're a type of person that takes accountability for your life, because your life is basically a sum of all your thoughts and all your choices and all your actions. And, even if you found yourself in a relationship that was abusive, you acknowledge you take accountability for the fact that you chose that and you stayed as long as you did, and because that's empowering. If you make yourself the victim, it's disempowering. Don't forget that. Fear of change. Okay, I don't know if this is you. I think this might be someone else. Fear of change is natural, but remember that growth begins where comfort ends. Even if the path ahead feels uncertain, it holds the promise of something greater. Number 12. So self-expression, great vision, 33, and this is number 12. Okay, so maybe in the past you've had a fear of change, but the magic happens when you step outside your comfort zone. If this great vision scares the living crap out of you, then that's what you're supposed to be doing, okay? And nothing changes if you don't make a change, right? So, also, stepping out of your comfort zone is how you get into your North Node. So, if you found out what your purpose is, you have this great vision. Once you begin on that step and you step out of your comfort zone, so the South Node is your past, your family, your identity with your ego. My name is so-and-so. I was born here. I'm of this descent, of this religion. When you step into your North Node, you're stepping away from your ego and realizing that we're all connected, and you're stepping into your life purpose, which has nothing to do with your past. It's a totally different I feel like this could be someone else though. Someone that you're cutting ties with. That's what it is. Okay. So this is you expressing yourself. You have this great vision, but there's someone else that's fearing change that you are currently cutting ties with. Not all connections are meant to last. Some bonds become chains holding you back from the life you are destined to live. It's time you cut the ties that no longer serve you. That is actually one of my affirmations that I say every day. I cancel and revoke like any contract that doesn't support my highest good. I want to just get, should I get some of these? Yeah, I want to get some of these as well. So this is the wisdom of the oracle. So what is this self-expression about? Give me one of these, and then we'll get into the tarot. A leg up, number 34. Okay, so a leg up is like getting some help from somewhere. So maybe you need to express to someone that you need some help, or that you'd like to collaborate, or maybe you just expressing yourself will bring in 34 could be significant, 7 could be significant. Maybe you just expressing yourself in general will bring in some help. Maybe you could be looking for a loan, an investor or something. You're going to need to write up a business plan, pitch it to them, express yourself, buy the book. Yeah, I feel like you do. And then we've got time for a nap here. Another one with rest. Okay. So maybe you just need to rest and think. Sometimes when I have a big decision to make, I like to sleep on it. And one of the things I'm always doing is asking my spirit guides, like right before I go to bed, like, show me what I need to know. In my dream, it doesn't always happen, but yeah. All right, what is this great vision of yours, darling? It's a great vision. Never-ending story, 37. Okay, I feel like I see this woman here is just kind of like, I feel like this is this fear of change, this person that's trying to, where did I put that? Yeah. This person that is not wanting you to cut the ties. I just wanted to look at this. 37 equals 10, which is endings. A fork in the road. Yeah, you kind of come to this fork in the road where you're just like, yeah, you need to cut ties. This is giving me like a karmic cycle. It keeps going round and round. Nothing ever changes. So, yeah, but your vision has nothing to do with this karmic cycle. I just want to see what it says for some reason. 37. Let's see if I can do this with just the magnifying glass. Okay, yeah, never-ending story. Self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary drama. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story. Okay. So this could be like something where, okay, this is kind of what I'm getting from this, is that this person that fears change, that you are desperately trying to cut toxic ties with, this is the type of person that wanted to keep the cycle open and was constantly tearing you down, making you feel doubtful about yourself. You shouldn't do that. You can't do that. So maybe you need to spend some time rewiring your brain. I do that through journaling, daily journaling, affirmations, constantly believing in myself, prayer, also, microdosing psilocybin, obviously, that definitely changes your neural pathways. I actually saw this thing on Instagram that was like, there was a woman who had Alzheimer's, I'm not saying that right, hadn't spoken in 5 years, and then within a couple hours of taking psilocybin, she was talking, she was like normal. People were like, oh. So you're at this fork in the road right now where you need to make the decision on how to break this cycle and bring this vision into reality. It's kind of like, once I was given my vision, it's like if I don't do something every day towards that, I get like a depression, because it's like I've seen it. I've seen how beautiful it is. I know what my purpose is. And sometimes it does change a little bit. It winds. I'm very open-minded to what Spirit is telling me to do, to adjust. Blessed. Number 22. I also watched this other video on YouTube. I know I'm a YouTube addict, but it was saying that words, blessed is, they're saying we shouldn't say this anymore because it's saying like, oh, be less. I don't know about that. Anyway, 22. I feel like you are going to be blessed. I feel like you are imagining, you're visualizing your vision into existence while taking action, while spending the time to rest, to get more downloads. Yeah. I feel like you also are just feeling like a little like fearful, like if I do make this change, whether it's a job change, a relationship change, a move, is it going to work out? You're going to be blessed. You are going to be blessed. Too blessed. I have a mug. Too blessed to be stressed. All right. So I actually put these, I had them all in the upright, but I put them, mix them up a little bit. Even though I don't read these in reversals, I don't know. Sometimes when it comes out in reverse, it's like, it gives me some sort of message that we need to know. All right. What is this self-expression with the, a leg up? What is this about? See, the Fool in reverse. Someone's fearing taking a leap of faith, a change. They're stressed out about it. Well, okay. So, the Fool. Maybe you're going to need you need to express to someone that you want to take a leap of faith and do something, and maybe they'll give you a leg up. Oh, somebody is stressed about either you taking this leap of faith, which you haven't yet. I feel like they're trying to stop you. A lot of conflict, chaos, Page of Cups. Okay. So maybe there's someone stressing out about coming to give you an apology and a love offer and take that leap of faith, but right now they're stressed out and Either they're going through a lot of chaos and conflict or competition, or they know it's going to be like a shitstorm. Okay. This could have to do with some sort of relationship. Oh, they want to heal something? Reconciliation? A total wish fulfillment? Alright. Then what is this great vision and never-ending story? Someone's trying to get out of their head and take that leap of faith. I don't know why they're so stressed about it. It looks like the 5 of Wands people. There's, people that they're not going to be able to collaborate with anymore. Maybe they hate you. Who cares? You've got this great vision and you're just like willing to do it on your own. It's possible that, the vision did include someone else, like mine did. But when they never showed up, it's like, well, it's still my vision, so I'm still confusing. Illusions, too many options. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This is like the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Ooh. And Death. So this is something where maybe this person did not see your vision and they didn't want to work with you. So they didn't see that it was destined, or maybe it's not destined, or maybe they're getting some bad karma, but it's over. Maybe they wanted to explore their options, which is this never-ending story. But this is you in the middle. You're still taking that leap of faith. I feel like you did express yourself to this person. It was like, hey, I've got this great vision, and we could do this, we could do that. And maybe they didn't understand it. They were confused by it. Anyway, you're on the Chariot, moving forward anyways. They didn't understand it. They wanted to explore more options. They're like, no, we're not working with you. I'm not working with you. Okay, maybe this is the person that's fearing change. Okay. There are certain signs that are like fixed signs. Let's say they rejected you. They were like, no. Maybe they just didn't see your vision. Maybe you didn't explain it well enough. I know with my situation, I wrote a few emails, but I never was able to really explain it face to face. Maybe this person, instead of working with you, decided they wanted to be in competition with you. Cause chaos in your life. Maybe they wanted to reject you. They wanted you to compete for them or something. Please. Please. I got better things to do. Oh, Queen of Wands reverse. Okay. And the Moon. So it looks like there was some third-party interference. Yeah. This is, right, even though I'm not taking reversals, this is, Queen of Wands in reverse is a very insecure, promiscuous, competitive, jealous, hoe, witch. Okay? And you didn't know about this. This was a secret. And it caused this person to not choose you and choose someone else. And now that cycle has wrapped up. Maybe they want to apologize now. It could be a younger water sign because they're like, oh crap. This is the Empress. Okay. Something happened that caused this person to not choose you. Maybe someone spread some sort of illusion, making you out to be this person. But you're not. You're this person. You could have fire in your chart. Queen of Wands is very ambitious, very, like a real go-getter, independent, passionate, fiery, usually very sexy. I want to find out who this Queen of Wands in reverse is, because I turned it up right, and it's you. Or it's someone that you're thinking about. But this was definitely a third-party interference. Somebody spread some lies and rumors about you. And this was a secret. Both of these cards are illusions. Alright? Well, I really feel like it's sad, though, because this vision is great. It was great for both of you. Anyway, I'm going to get into that. It is what it is. People have free will. You know, if they just decided to believe it and not come to you and say, hey, so-and-so said XYZ about you. What is that all about? No? Okay. What are you going to do? Nothing. So who is this Queen of Wands that came out in the reverse? We need to know. Pluto. A power struggle, an obsession, a need for control. Okay, Pluto is ruled by, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So yeah, there was a power struggle. There's someone that needed to control a situation, and they are probably obsessed with this other person that didn't choose you. I don't know why we're getting so... Okay, could be a Leo. Yeah. Or have Leo in their chart somewhere. It is Queen of Wands, so they come up in the reverse. Maybe you're both fire signs. The Sun, things brought to life or light. Yeah, I feel like this is, they brought an illusion, a bunch of lies to light, but I think that this whole thing is going to be brought to light in general, because that's a lawsuit. It's called defamation of character. Second house. Okay, it had something to do, second house is Taurus, had something to do with your finances. This person didn't want you to collaborate or fulfill this vision because it would bring you a lot of money. Also, it says patiently. Okay, it could also be a Virgo, or that's you, or someone in your chart, and a Scorpio, and a Sagittarius. Okay. And then we've got Jupiter. So, okay, so this is like a third-party situation. There's a Sag, a Scorpio, and a Virgo, and a Leo, or those combinations in the chart. I don't even really think you care. I mean, we've got this... Okay, so they chose someone else. So, you know, the cycle is closed out. You know, you have stepped into your divine feminine energy, and you learned the spiritual lesson. The Hierophant is also God. So you're co-creating with God. And if someone didn't see your vision and was listening to gossip and listening to an insecure witch, yeah. Time to move on. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, maybe this person does want to express something to you of why they did not take that leap of faith. If they do or if they don't, I don't think it really matters. You already have your vision. You're holding your vision, and you're manifesting it. You're working towards it. What else is this Queen of Wands in reverse? Oh, a Warlock. Okay. Silent Mastery. Okay, there's a Warlock involved in this. Life Path 4, the Builder. You or someone else. This Warlock looks creepy. The Snake. Oh, you don't say. There was a snake in the middle, a Warlock and a witch. It could be two people. Aquarius. Someone with Aquarius in their chart. Someone was definitely a snake. That's a Chinese zodiac, but okay. 3. A wounded masculine? No kidding. Oh, someone you co-parent with, right? Or your parent, the horse. So someone you co-parent with or your parent is a warlock because they're a wounded masculine. They could have Aquarius in their chart. They're a snake. They're definitely a snake. They could be partnered up with this Queen of Wands in reverse. I don't know how the heck they would get to your person unless they don't know them and they're just sending black magic. They are probably illegally surveillancing you like my ex-warlock is. Yeah. Which he's going to jail for soon. Libra? Yeah. It's like, yeah, having a private investigator working on it, and it's like, the evidence just keeps building up, and it's very damning. Whatever. The dragon. Chinese zodiac. If you don't know what your Chinese zodiac is, you can just Google it. Chinese zodiac New Year starts in February, though, so make sure you add your year and your month, and then, so this would be impatient, arrogant, stubborn, quick-tempered, overly proud. Arrogant, quick-tempered, like they just want control. Oh, this is why they didn't want you to take this leap of faith, this person to take a leap of faith, because they were draining your energy, or are draining your energy. Yep, Cancer. Could be someone with Cancer in their chart. It's a past life connection, and maybe this other person was too. Virgo, another Virgo card. Sagittarius, we're getting the same, okay, we're repeating. Ah, okay. So here we go. What's on the bottom? Pig. They're like a greedy pig. So, we've got a Sagittarius, a Virgo. There's definitely past life connection. Someone with Virgo, Cancer in their chart. A dragon, a snake, a horse, Aquarius, snake, life path 4. So yeah, it's basically like this. Someone that you co-parent with, okay, teamed up with this voodoo priestess. And they've been sabotaging pretty much every connection that comes into your life because they are draining, they're dependent on your energy, feeds on your emotional, okay? This person is also a warlock. Now, this person that you were supposed to maybe team up with for this vision is a past life connection, but they're wounded, so they still have healing. So, yeah, withdrawn, defensive, avoids vulnerability, but craves attention. So, you probably couldn't have done anything with this person anyway as far as... as far as building something if they have not healed. And remember, this is where you are, Empress, and you could be a male or female. All right. You're definitely taking action about something. Overcoming your fear of change. Healing from heartbreak. All right, what is this fool about? It was in the reverse. Should I leave it in the reverse? I don't know. We're just going to remember that. I don't know why I feel like should be taking these cards in the reverse. It's very odd. But, okay. The World. Okay, so there's some sort of cycle closed out with someone maybe you're married to, or someone that has a lot of material wealth, or maybe you've closed out a cycle because this is the person that you're manifesting. This person has been in competition with you. And all you really want to do is move to calmer waters. Close out this cycle, take a leap of faith. But they don't want you to because they're siphoning your energy. Okay, what you should be doing is calling back your energy. I do this every day when I journal. I call all of my energy and my power back. I call back everything that was manifested using my energy. I cancel or revoke any contract, karmic contract I may have made under false pretenses in any dimension, in any past life. And, yeah, and then I boldly declare that my energy field is permanently closed to all harvesting. Bye. This is how they're feeling now. Yeah, they depend on your energy. They're a warlock teamed up with a voodoo priestess. And you know this. This could have been something that, like me, kicked in my psychic abilities even further. Yeah, there was some sort of death and transformation. This could have something to do with the Scorpio. We got Aquarius, Pisces. But this led to a rebirth for you, okay? It opened your psychic channels. This is probably how you were able to see the vision. And now, baby, the wheel is turning in your favor. And your manifestations are coming in. Oh my God, this is big. Big, baby, big. How many minutes have we got? Oh my gosh. It's a 40-minute. It's going to be a long one. Look at that. Queen of Wands again. You're very guarded. You've been through a lot, but it has not stopped your passion. It has not stopped your ambition, your confidence. Nothing can stop you. You're all the way up. And you could be guarding your heart a bit. But look at that. Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be guarding your heart. You could be saving money. You could be holding back with something. Maybe you're just resting. Okay, what is the Seven of Cups? I don't want this to go on forever. Queen of Cups. Okay, so it looks like this confusion and heartbreak, this happened to someone who's innocent, unconditionally loving, but I feel like, I mean, you've turned all that love that you had to give back into yourself and your own healing. And look how happy she is. And it's like you didn't let it make you jaded. Yeah, you healed. They're still trying to compete with you. This group of people. It's a group. It's a group of haters. So, all right, Queen of Cups. It's like amidst all the confusion and illusions, you're still happy. You're still loving yourself. You're listening to your intuition. The Tower. The Tower and the Hermit. All right, so there's going to be something shocking that's going to happen. Could be to a Virgo. Six of Wands, Devil, Ace of Swords, the Sun. All right, and the Moon. This is something that you've been waiting for. Okay, so what it looks like here is that you've probably gone into hibernation, but there's going to be some sort of tower moment that exposes what was hidden. The truth is going to come out about this toxic person that you're trying to cut ties with. And it's going to be worldwide news. It's going to put you in the public eye. This is what you've been waiting for. And it could bring in your counterpart, King of Wands. And look at that, Ten of Pentacles. So this tower is something that you want. You've been waiting for it. It's some sort of light being shed, exposure, clarity, truth. Yeah. It's a good tower. Or maybe you're waiting for some confused person to wake up. I doubt it, though. You'll be waiting forever. Yeah, Four of Swords. Okay, and Ten of Swords. So, yeah, there was some sort of harsh, painful ending that you had to heal from. You probably got betrayed. You were wondering what happened. Oh yeah, somebody betrayed the Empress. I mean, maybe they wanted you laid out flat. The traditional Four of Swords, it looks like a grave, but all right. Well, now they're under judgment. This person that's been in competition with you. I don't know who this person is. Maybe it's this Queen of Wands in reverse. Maybe this tower moment is a harsh, painful ending for someone else that was trying to Ten of Swords, an Empress. Isn't this the most beautiful Empress card? I love it. Okay. Let's not make this reading forever. Oh boy. All right. So yeah, maybe there was a tower moment that left you in confusion and you had to heal from it, but you did, and you didn't let it close your heart. Oh. Maybe the devil is going to jail. Perfect. Maybe that's the tower moment. But this is what you've been wishing for. This is your ultimate wish. That this person be disabled. The warlock and the voodoo priestess. This could be someone you're divorced from. Oh my god, look at this. This is 2 wish fulfillment cards. And look at that. King of Pentacles, we saw that at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is someone... I always see King and Queen of Swords as like, whoosh, divorced. Anyways. There's 2 wish fulfillment cards. It has something to do with this toxic-ass person that you've been trying to cut ties with. But they're fearing change. Because they're harvesting your energy. They're going to need to go find a new battery. A new life source. Not your problem. They shouldn't have ever been harvesting energy in the first place. 5 of Pentacles. Maybe this is how they wanted you. Broke. Lonely. We saw the Hermit. But all it really did was open up your psychic abilities, ascend you, and also it helped you develop a strong relationship with God. Oops. That's not what they wanted. They wanted you in this 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords, and just not get back up. Joke's on them. Well, they've just manifested for themselves exactly what they wanted for you. Oh, shoot. Did I just make this? Oh, okay. We've got 8 of Cups in the reverse. I just screwed it up. It looks like maybe there could be a King of Cups wanting to come back. Let's just do in the upright. Darn it. I just got all excited and I screwed up, but whatever. I'm still going to take them in the upright. What else? Oh, Temperance. All right. Divine timing. Page of Pentacles. You could be getting some good news about your finances. I feel like you've balanced things out. I feel like you've walked away emotionally from everything. These people that are fearing change, that are trying to kind of sword you, you know. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. And yeah, you're focused on your bag. 6 of Cups. There's something to do with that. Someone may want to come back from the past and apologize. Maybe they have some evidence, some information they want to give you. Someone you worked with. Because they need to tell you who this Queen of Wands in reverse is that interfered. Right? I mean, they're the ones missing out on the great vision. Yeah. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Devil. Maybe they did collaborate with this person. Maybe they're not now. Well, they want to give you something. Something valuable. The Devil. Maybe this person, that toxic person, owes you money. Oh yeah, the King of Swords in reverse. Someone you're divorced from that's a narcissist. That theme keeps coming up again and again. Whatever. Knight of Wands. Okay, so that's Sagittarius energy. Something you're really passionate about. It is time. It's divine timing now for you to walk away from any sort of contract, soul contract, collaboration that didn't work out, or being part of a third party nothing. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. It may have taken a while, but all right, that's good. That's good. Let's get a few of these and then we'll close it out because we've already, almost an hour? Okay. Once I get talking, once I start channeling though, I kind of lose track of time. But time's going slower, so I've got all day. No. This is Intuitive Kev's Kipperish deck. I think I've only used it once. So the more I use it, the more I'm connecting with it. But let's just get some idea of what's happening. And he does take these in reverse. So abundance. Well, well, well. Looks like you're focused on your abundance. You're still expressing yourself, going after your vision, number 26, and it looks like it's going to pay off. I really do feel like you should keep this a secret, and you should keep this to yourself once the abundance comes in. Just saying, I'm just reading the cards. I like that. Gift. Okay. This is going to be some sort of gift or gift from the universe. Number 17. Wow. It's like a gift from the universe. Yeah, they were, oops. People were trying to block it, but it has been released. They were trying to bind you. That has been unbound. Yeah, Ice King, like the dumbass you were married to. The warlock. Ew, makes my skin crawl. All right, so they were trying to block your abundance, this gift from the universe, and it did not work. Pathway in the reverse. Yeah, okay. False on the bottom of the deck. Documents, info, statements, agreements. So yeah, so there was some sort of fault. This could be forgery. Could have something to do with this person that they tried to illusion, whatever. They gave some false information. So this person went down a different path. Whatever. They have their own free will. So you're on the right path. They're not on the right path. They went down a different path. You do you, boo. Courthouse. Okay, you may have to take someone to court, or they're taking you to court. Could have something to do with a child. Child in the reverse. This child is crying, though. Okay. Someone that you have children with. So it looks like it's going to lead to imprisonment. Maybe they're going to the court. You don't have to take them to court. They're getting picked up. Divine Feminine. Okay, this is probably the Queen of Wands in reverse. Or this is what they were illusioning you to be, like, not the Divine Feminine, but you are. Wow. Alright. They're going to jail. Or they're in spiritual jail, whatever. Manipulation. Oh yeah, their manipulation is not working anymore. I mean, how long did they expect it would work for? Oh, they just kept doing rituals. The voodoo priestess and the warlock, yeah. Now it's going back to them. Maybe you're doing rituals to protect yourself also. All right, nice guy. It's in the upright, so maybe you have someone coming into your life. That's a nice guy. Opposition. Opposition. Number 8, looks like they're getting beat up. Okay. Love offer in the reverse. Yeah, this is the same as this third party voodoo priestess warlock. They don't even have to know this person. They could have just been doing la voodoo, where they didn't take the leap of faith. They didn't give you a love offer. Oh, this is someone that abused you. They're still abusing you energetically. Man. Yeah, maybe they kept you in lack for a long time. This has been the theme for a while. I can't wait till this gets resolved. Yeah. Destruction in the reverse. They wanted your life to be just a shit show of destruction, and it's going back. As it always does. Healer in the reverse. So, yeah, they're not healed. Or they're not a healer. Or maybe they're a fake healer. I don't know. Or maybe they were saying you're a fake healer and you're an actual healer. Blocked. Yeah, they are blocked from you now. Confusion, illusion. Yeah. So, yeah. Whoever was confused and in this illusion, they're blocked from you now because they just took the illusion and the lies and whatever and just ran with it. So now they're blocked. bliss. They don't get their bliss. You're going to get unexpected money. We got the abundance and unexpected money. And bondage. Okay. So, yeah, they were trying to, I feel like they were trying to bind you, bind your finances, bind your love life, and it's all going back to this karmic femme. Oh yeah, they were trying to block your manifestations, and now their manifestations are blocked. What you reap, you sow. What you put out into the universe. That's also another one of my daily affirmations. I say, anything that anyone wanted for me is now their reality. So it's like they get their manifestations, but it's not going to be on me. Heck no. Return it right back. And you know what? I don't know why people would focus so much time on someone else's life. Oh, right. You're their battery. They need you. Well, they're going to have to find someone else to harvest from. That is your reading. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and comment, share the video. It helps my channel to grow. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.